At the North American box office this weekend, the psychological thriller The Gift came in third, taking in $15.8 million. In second, a fantastic flop, the latest superhero film, Fantastic Four, and what's considered a measly $34.4 million. We'll take their word for it. And in the #1 spot again is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. It made a lot less than last week, taking in $38.6 million. Jason Gorber is a critic with twitchfilm.com. He joins us as always in Toronto. So Jason, Fantastic Four, that's a lot of F's. F is a failing grade.
F is many words, many of which we cannot say about this film. Let's just say oy vey. How's that? So Fantastic Four, look, there's lots going on with this movie. We could talk about it for a while, but here's the deal. So we have a director, Josh Trank, who kind of had the film taken away from him because he apparently was not being very receptive. So the film has elements of it. That's what really makes it F for failure, is that there's about 10-15 minutes of this film, you're like, they might actually pull this off. This might actually be a really interesting origin story. Look at them make a real movie. And then it just completely flatlines, another F, and just it does not bode well. And look, there's all kinds of weird politics tied up with this. We all know that Marvel's sort of dominating the world, but this is not a Disney Marvel movie. This is a 20th Century Fox, or 21st Century Fox, whichever way you want to go with it, film. And because of that, they're trying to sort of rejuvenate their own sort of project. The way that it works is that the Marvel characters, some of them are owned by other studios, and Fox is trying to hold on to this, so they have to make this movie for contractual reasons. And the worst part is the film feels like it's made for contractual reasons. There's actors in this film that are much better in other movies. I mean, Miles Teller is amazing in Whiplash, but the film just does not come together, and it feels like it's trying so hard to actually be good that it just fails. Another, yet the same F, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, let's stick with the Fs. Great female actresses. We'll start with Charlize Theron.
Right. So, Dark Places. And again, you know, you got Gillian Flynn. This is the book that Flynn wrote before Gone Girl. So you have sort of an interesting mystery thriller thing set during the satanic panic of the 80s, when everyone assumed that people who listen to heavy metal music were busy murdering people for Satan.
Right.
And you have Charlize Theron is the sort of child who grows up and gets introduced to a bunch of investigators that want to find out her story and realize that her brother has been put in jail, might not be the one that actually murdered her whole family. The ideas are there, just like with Gone Girl. It seems like that there's this core narrative that actually really works. Gone Girl seemed to me like not a particularly good book that became a really good movie. This seems like a not particularly book that became a not particularly great film. Again, it's got Nicholas Hoult and Charlize Theron, so two people from Mad Max. Mad Max is a masterpiece, as you know. I've gone on about it. This film, less so. It's good. It's a little bit edgy, but it doesn't quite come together the way we would want.
Okay, speaking of masterpieces, Meryl Streep, I believe there's nothing that she can't do, right?
She's amazing. Let's just get down it. Meryl Streep is amazing. Meryl Streep can make a fairly maudlin and silly film kind of good because she's in it, which is exactly what she's doing here. Ricky and the Flash is, again, okay. And in fact, we actually have a clip that we'd like to show, just to show the kind of work that she can actually do.
So have a cold one on me. Takes a cold one to know one. Takes a cold one to know one.
Whose song is that?
It's mine. I wrote it. You wrote that? Long time ago.
So that's Meryl with her daughter and Rick Springfield. Look, so The Flash is her band. It's sort of, it's written by Diablo Cody, who did Juno. So the ingredients are there for a good film. And that's all we get. It's a good film. She's great in it. I know some people absolutely adore this film. I got a friend, Matt Hoffman, who's obsessed with her, and he absolutely adored it. But look, for me, it was just okay, but it's always amazing to watch Meryl Streep do her thing. And one really little nerdy thing is, because of Jonathan Demme's work with Neil Young so much in the Talking Heads, her backing band is all Neil Young's touring band. And so I actually like that a music movie, you could actually see that the guys in the background were actually playing the right chords. Meryl Streep actually learned guitar for this part. So for that alone, I'm like, well, at least the drummer's on time, and the bass player is great, and the keyboard player is amazing. So for that alone, for music nerds, you might like the movie.
Jason, thanks very much. And the final F of the day, they can follow you on Twitter at Filmfest_CA.
So many Fs.